Hello everyone, it's Benny Bones here, and welcome back to the long drive. Here we are where we left off at 420 kilometers. Now today I'd like to get to 500 to be honest. Oh, a little green not Trabant, Skoda. I was about to say Saab again. But yeah, I would like to reach 500 kilometers, an 80k stretch if I can. Now I'll probably break this video up a few times today because I don't know if you can tell, but I still don't feel that great. My voice is still pretty bad. Yeah, like we are going to try and make the distance. So some things I'd like to do today is get a Trabant odometer because I know that one has a resettable clock or trip meter on it, which would be pretty handy at keeping track of how far I've gone or travelled. So that would be fun. I love that green. That green's incredible. So that's something I would like to do. But without further ado, let's have a little wander around. Now, I went through this building last time. Autosave. And where are we? Just the weeb stick still. Nothing more, but I got a couple of crates. There wasn't too much in here from what I remembered. A wire brush, a TV, more crates than you could really use, to be honest. Not that you can actually do anything with crates apart from stack them. No, behave. That fit in there now? Almost, no. Come on, mate. Come on. There we are. We've got there a sponge. So there's not really much in here. And what am I missing? I am missing some headlights. Lots of headlights. So let's grab some of those, shall we? Boop. Yeah, so I'd like to make some distance today. That's my main goal. Let's just put you over there, just for safekeepings. What else can I say? Thanks to all the people who've been watching. It's not many, but at least I like to see the numbers. It's been a long time since I've actually recorded any series on the old not Facebooks, on the old YouTubes. And it's good to see that people are actually watching the content, and I'm getting some likes, and I'm getting no comments yet. One day I'll get comments, but we'll see. But yeah, it's been good so far. What else has this got that mine doesn't have? Mine doesn't have anything. I got one visor, so I'll grab those as well. So yes, the goal of the dreaded 500. Because this is now my 10th video, so I think, I'd like to actually make some serious distance up if I can. Is that going to bolt in there? Why do these never fit? It's just this car. Something about this car, or the way I've got that bolted in there. Do they have a left and a right? That's fine there. There was something. I had it a moment ago. There we are. Oh, there we are. And now I just need to get the central mirror. It's a shame you can't really put any old mirrors up there, like side mirrors or something like that. But that works. So anything else I need? Hubcaps maybe. I like hubcaps. I'm not going to go on a full rant about having a complete car. I love watching Scapegoat, and his obsession is hubcaps. Everything he does, he needs hubcaps on everything. And let's put that down. Where are you? Oh, over there. In my car, please. In my car. Ah, what? Oh, what? Not cool, rabbit. Not cool. I should have just dropped the hubcap and ran. But here we are. Let's try again. Continue. Where are we? We were just pulling hubcaps off, were we? Mirrors are all up there. So yes, we're just doing hubcaps now. That rabbit, every time they do that, it's just bang, they get me straight away. Oh, I launched it. Where to go? I launched it. It happens to me all the time. I need to be more alert to rabbits. I really do. But they just come out of nowhere and attack me every single time. Maybe my hubcap got him. I got him out? F. There we are. Yeah, like, why do they have to make rabbits scary? Like, They're meant to be cute, fluffy animals, but why scary rabbits? I don't. I like it. They're terrifying. That scream they do is terrifying. They could have had zombies or something, or they could have had anything. But why rabbits? All right, I think that's everything now. Anything in the boot apart from a motor? Oh, I need a door, don't I? Which side is that? It's this side. Boom. Close enough for jazz. That's what I love about this game. How much fuel have I got? Oh, I've still got a bit, I was thinking of just filling up then, but I won't. Okay. Oh, that's right. I don't have a speedo in here, do I? Where's my speedo? My clocks. Anything at all in the car? Otherwise, they've gone flying. What's that down there? You are what indeed? Come here, my friend. What are you? You are... Oh, the speedo, just the one I wanted. Ah, you bugger. So I've got my actual, my real world speedo still set up. That's very simple. It's just a USB plug, USB plug in, and away it goes. But I don't want to rely on that because it feels a little bit cheaty, to be honest. Especially when the car doesn't have a speedo. So, yeah, it's just one of those little things. I kind of like you. No? Yeah, that looks good. It's kind of one of those things that I like to have, if it's to keep things realistic. Steering wheel is all turned on. Start button. I've actually got a mod installed, which when I knock it into neutral, it drops back into neutral. It didn't do that before. So I'm kind of glad that it's more like that now, which is good because I always had to press a button to put it into neutral, and I was terrible at remembering to do that. That's right, there's a rabbit in front of me, isn't there? He's still there. Spin those tires, my friend. There we go, and we're away. Whopping 20 kilometers an hour. Squeals wheels in second. It really launches. When you drop the clutch, it just really launches. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, I've not been well this week. I've just had a bit of a flu, a cold. Oh, that's nasty sunlight. And I went into work the other day. I think I've only been into work one day this week. Because it's not great when you're trying to deal with people and you're coughing constantly, especially in today's in the world of today. And that I keep losing my voice, so I'm not completely all there now. So that's something I've got to be mindful of. I might go into work tonight, I'll have to see how I feel later on. But we'll see. I could probably put my foot down a bit more now. If anyone wants to see, little rock. If anyone wants to see my my pedals, where I how much I'm mashing the pedals at all, I can put those details on screen. I don't tend to put them on screen, but they're a bit distracting, personally. So I don't usually worry about them. But yeah, I can do that if people are at all interested. But yeah, all I've done is sleep lately. Sleep and mumble about with no voice. With my real world speedo project I'm doing, I really want to do the Lotta or the Vuz 2101 speedo, which is not this Lotta but the other Lotta, the original one. I want to do kind of that speedo, in the real world, and you can actually buy them still. They're 60 years old now, but you can buy them from Russia and Lithuania and that kind of Eastern Bloc countries, Bulgaria. But they're about the one I found two online. One's 110, 112 US dollars, which is a lot for an old Speedo that I'm basically gonna have to pull apart anyway. And the other one was 99 US dollars. So I'd love to have the original Speedo, but I have to be realistic about it. I might not be able to afford to buy those, especially if it's no air traffic, really. So it would be posted by ship, and 5 months possibly wait is a bit insane, especially for something like this. So I'm going to try and build one first of all. I've got a 3D printer. I'm gonna design all the back of it anyway to fit the servo motors I'm using. But that's my goal. It's a whole day of goals at the moment. Goal to reach 500 kilometers. Where are we? We are 159 on the clock at the moment. Which there's a house, there's a station here. Just roll up a bit further. Turn that off. Let's go have a little wander around. Oh no, let's just have a nappy first. A bit of a nap. And I can have another drink of water. What are we? Baby shark. What have we got here? You look interesting. Nope, not the right door, and you're not. You're a Dacia door. Dacre. What have we got here now? We got alcohol. Ooh, fun. And we've got gas. Don't need. We've got a radio and some cigarettes. What I'd like is some spray, so I can kind of restore my health a little bit. Do you have a headlight? You do. This will help fit that hole in the bonnet. Oh, what's in that hole in my bonnet? It's a bike light. And I can get another Speedo if I need another Speedo. Some tires. Ooh, just dying for a moment there. We've got oil in the gas tank. That's no good. Well, it's a 2-stroke, so it probably is good, but not in that ratio. 22. Ideally, I'm just going to let it run down so I don't have to worry too much about my fuel tanker in the back. I want to get it as low as possible so I can just pour the whole thing in. So let's get going again. Brum. Space. And then into first. And away. It feels good to have a steering wheel set up again. Even if the feel isn't quite right, you know. I don't usually lay on the throttle straight away. It bounces a lot, as you can probably tell there. Just because it's not really realistic just to mash your foot all the time to go anywhere. Well, in my opinion anyway. My microphone is really peaking. I'll just turn it down a moment. And here we are. I'm still trying to play with the sounds to try and get things right, but it won't be clipping on the audio because I have a limiter set up, so it'll get right up to like -1 dB and then limit. But I still want a nice. I don't want it to squash and peak, and you need some dynamic in it. So I got to keep a mindful eye on the volume. But yes, I was going on about how I drive. I'm no competitive race driver. I just kind of drive just the way I'd normally drive any of my crap cars I've owned. And mashing your foot to the floor really isn't intuitive when it comes to driving, um, unless you want to spin tires, and most of the time you don't want to do that. My last car, I had a Ford Courier, which is it is a rebadged Mazda Bravo, if you know what a Bravo is, or a B2 2600. There we are, Bravo 2600, which was a 2.5 litre diesel. Thing shook like a cement mixer. Like I'm sure the previous owner played with the injector pump a little bit. It looked like it had been replaced, and the timing wasn't quite right. So the whole thing shook crazy. But I had that for 5 years or something, and drove it. But that thing would spin tires so easily. Had a not big 4-wheel drive tires. You know, it had 16-inch wheels with 205 R16s on them. So they weren't huge. They were pretty small, really narrow tires, about 6 inches wide. But those things would spin when the roads would get wet. For 4-wheel drive tires, those things would spin. And because they're so top heavy, you could get it to slide corners, and then the just body roll would whack around, and you just it was fun but terrifying. I kind of missed that car. It was good. It was awful, but good. No air conditioning. Everything shook. It had one white door because I had to replace it, and the whole rest of the car was being like painted blue. But it had this one white door that I replaced. Yeah, it was a good car. It was a good truck. Thirsty as anything though, really thirsty. I think I got like what would it be, 14 miles to the gallon or something out of it. Really bad. The one I drive at the moment, my Falcon, isn't much better than that. It's about 19 miles to the gallon, but it has a 4 litre straight 6 in it. So yeah, it's got bigger engine. I can't say it's got more power, but it's got an automatic transmission, which is automatic. But it's really cruisy. You just put your foot, just like a go-kart. You just stop and go. That's all you need. I like having gears though. Personally, it's a personal thing. So we are heading. Which way are we heading? Northwest. Ooh, trying to look at the wrong dial. So how's everyone been going? Like, I'm really curious sometimes. I'm like, after I've come home from London, I'm really curious about how the rest of the world's doing. So I'm still waiting in my little bubble, my little prison state, because I want to get back out to see the world again. Our plans were to have travel by Christmas to go see my mother, who lives in New Zealand, and it's because of the travel bubble, we can't get over there because there's still quarantine and it's another country. But but yeah, the goal is to get there by Christmas. Whether or not I'll be able to is another matter, because it is now the 20th of November. So we've got, a month and a few days, a month and change for everything to sort itself out, I guess. Well, nothing's going to sort itself out for a long while, but to sort itself out enough to be able to travel. I am going to head over to that cruise tanker if I can just gently ride through here. And I don't know if I like driving on the internal view. It gives you better feel when you're using the steering wheel, because it's you got that depth perception going on. When I've got the trail camera, the follow camera, I tend to to react a bit slower, because I think things are further away than they actually are to where I am as a model. Let's give this a shot, shall we? hopefully, I keep banging my microphone stand. I'm sorry for that. I don't have a shock mount for this one because it is such a heavy microphone. It just doesn't have a shock mount, unfortunately. So every time I bang it, it just comes through on the camera, on the video, unfortunately. But yes, I'm hoping to find just a little bit of diesel. I don't need a lot. I got plenty still. I still got another 20 liters in the tank. So they're both empty. But I thought I'd stop by anyway, you know, just to top off. If we're going to do the 80 kilometers, I probably will use a whole tank to do that because the bus engine is very uneconomical alcohol. Don't know how much of this is going to be enjoyable to watch, but I'll just go through here, and if I see anything interesting, I will come back in. So I'll catch you in a bit. So here we go. That didn't take long. I think it was about 5 barrels in. I found another 42 liters of diesel. Now, I don't need that much. I only need like 20 liters by the looks of it. But nevertheless, I'm never going to pull you off there for a moment. I'm never going to complain about having free diesel. Free fuel. Wouldn't that be lovely? The amount of fuel I go through sometimes. It's insane. Not this week though. I barely left the house this week for obvious reasons. But yeah. Normally I can you know, chew through fuel some days. Not as bad as when I had my truck, but it's still not great. It's no Mitsubishi gets or anything like that. Hyundai gets? Mitsubishi had what? I can't remember now. I remember the Mirage, but I don't remember what other cars they've got. Oh well, that's me full. Broom. This road came very close to the bus. I never realized. I just kind of took a shortcut. Squeal, squeal, squeal. I get it. I've not found another one of these cars yet. You know, I found a lot of Skodas and Lottas. I haven't found very many Trabants, to be honest. And apparently there's a new building in the game which I haven't found yet either. I'm still curious to find that. Apparently it's out in the desert, and I mostly stick to the road, so I might not find it. Something I do like is I can't wait to see the when they come up with the you know, they're trying the VR at the moment. Trying to look around, and that's something I would like to see as well. The VR more readily available, because this game's fun, but I love using the steering wheel. But you can't look around. You're kind of looking straight ahead. I do have 2 monitors, so whether or not I can get this game to bounce onto both monitors is another matter. I'd like to, but I don't know if I can. I actually wanted to get 3 monitors, but 327s is pretty big. Like I'm already using a dining table for a desk, and I take up, you know, 3/4 of the table with the 2 monitors. So having a 3rd monitor, they would just overhang on both sides. It'd be insane. It'd be amazing, but it'd be insane. So another day's gone already. Wow. And we've only done, what, about 15k so far? About that? But we're cruising. I don't think I really need to stop for anything now. I've got basically everything I need. I don't need to eat. I've got hubcaps. Oh, I need shine. That's what I need. I need some squeegee jizz on it. Jizz in it. There we are. Jizz in it. I need some of that so I can clean off my... I should use that sponge. Silly me. At the beginning. To clean my dashboard. So in case I do hit a rock doing 103 kilometers an hour, I don't wipe out because autosaves are disabled for me anyway when I am driving the car. So when I get out of the car, it's fair game. It's gonna autosave like there's no tomorrow. But while I'm driving, it won't do that. Because I tend to notice the game slows down. Well, on my end it slows down, but it doesn't, for me it freezes, but the game doesn't stop. So whatever you're doing, you get locked into that motion. So if I'm driving and it gets locked, that's like a second of driving where I'm not in control, so I could be veering into rocks or posts or anything, so it could wipe me out. There's a red light, so that means something's loading. There's something here. This is one of those garages. Is it? It's behind the rocks. There we are. Is it behind the rocks though? There's a garage here. I know that. I saw it. Let's just have a quick poke. Yeah, yes, here it is, tucked away. Here we are. Auto saves. Auto. I want the other one, please. I said I wanted the other one, please. Is there a car in here? I cannot see. It's so dark. No, what's that there? Another barrel with ooh, more diesel. Not that I need any right now. Empty tires. I need a shine. Oh, there's a spray. That's what I'm after. I don't think unless I find another door, this is all I need. There's the actual Lotta motor again. I'm sure that's the one for this Lotta. The 2105. The Vaz 2105. Tap please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are. And I actually went for 5, so 5. No, I don't want to fall asleep. I want to throw. Ooh. Yeah, so I was actually learning Spanish for a little while. Because I went to Mexico 2 years ago now. Yeah, I went to Mexico 2 years ago to see Rammstein play on the beach in Puerto Vallarta, which is on the east coast of Mexico, I believe it was. Amazing show. I saw them twice on New Year's Eve. Imagine that, on the beaches of Mexico, watching Rammstein on New Year's Eve. And then on the 2nd. So, which was amazing because my birthday is actually the 3rd. So that was pretty cruisy. So how would that have been for a show? Mexico, Rammstein, 2 nights. Not in a row, but is my clutch not going properly? Let's try starting that again. And I did spend about a month there, so it was not like I just go for the gig. I went for a good time. Broom, come on, broom. And away we go. Second gear wheel spin. Sometimes this engine just has so much power, it's incredible. I'm gonna miss this kind of uphill torque when I swap to a different engine. I'm not I've had no issues with the amount of fuel consumption it takes. There's enough boats out there to keep you going, but the torque, the noise is a bit annoying. I'll give it that. But then diesels don't really have that amazing sound unless you like turbo sound, that whistle and the chew. I do love a good bit of choo-choo. Diesels are really good for it because they build up a lot of boost. Especially when you go, what's that dual setup that they do? Compound turbos, where one feeds into the other. Oh yeah, 45 psi boost. Chew, alright. You need a pretty decent build for that one. If you like engine shows and things like that, I know I've mentioned Vice Grip Garage before, but there's one in Canada, called DeBoss Garage. Rich, the guy who does the show, he's a diesel guy, and it's all about like agricultural vehicles and things like that. And well, he's a heavy diesel mechanic by trade, so he does a lot of farm tractors and combine harvesters and things like that. But he also builds like cars in his own time, and he's got some really interesting builds going on at the moment, which they look amazing. I wish I had the time, the skill, the money, the space, and the motivation to do all that. Like, I've got it's amazing, but he plans it out like this is going to be a 2-year build or something. I'm just not that patient, you know. I've got so many half-finished projects because I get to a point and then I go, oh, rock. I'll get to a point in my project when it's like, oh, I need to order some parts. And I'll order the parts and I'll put it down. By the time the parts get to me here in Australia quite often I have to order them from China because they're not expensive, you know, they're cheaper that way. And B, there's not a lot of choice here in Australia, especially in WA when it comes to getting components in, like electronic components or you know, things like that. If you need ICs or potentiometers or things like that, unless you want to pay $2 or $3 a pot, it's just not economical to buy them locally, unfortunately. So I do have to source them all from China. And with the way the world is at the moment, it sometimes takes, before it sometimes takes like a month, 2 months, 3 months even. I've recently picked up stuff which I ordered 5 months ago and it's just arrived, kind of things like that. So yeah, it does kind of put me off building stuff. I get these ideas and these inspirations to go, and by the time I actually get all my parts, that inspiration is gone, or that creativity is gone, or I found another thing to move on to. That's why I'm trying to get this speedometer thing worked out. Got to shift up a gear, which I'm getting there. You know, I've ordered the parts I need. This time, rather than AliExpress, which I've had hit and miss with AliExpress, I've ordered them through eBay, which again, did I order them locally? Well, not locally, I mean like from within Australia. I tend to, since the outbreak, I've tried to buy everything from within Australia. So still takes weeks and weeks to get here, but it's not as long, because most of the stuff I order, coincidentally, is all Sydney or Melbourne, which is the other side of the country, which is like 5,000 kilometers. So for me, this is like driving from my home to the other side of the country, which, loaded. Here we are. What do we got here? Full brake. It's ignition. So yeah, this is just like driving from my home to the other side of the country, which I have done. You know, it took me a week. A week? Yeah. It took me about 6 days to do it, but then I was going flat out, you know, 10 hours a day kind of thing. You are another... You're a Lotta. Ooh. I was about to say you're another Skoda, but you're not. You're a Lotta. Well, these doors fit on my car a lot nicer than my doors. I love that steering wheel. I really do love those steering wheels. Oh, wait. You are my car. What am I saying? You are my car. Oh boy, this is what they look like new. I can get the proper speedo, and I can get the instrument cluster. Ooh, look at it all. This is gonna be amazing. I still like my car though. Let's just check that engine out then. This is the first time I've seen one in the wild. Yes, it is that crusty brown looking one. It's a shame they look like they've been painted with a angle grinder. But yeah. What's it got in it? Like, has it got fuel? No, no fuel. Has it got? It's got oil. It's got water. It just needs. If I could find a little bit of fuel, I'm sure there's some in here somewhere. We've got here gas. Look, 1.3 liters. We have a runner straight away. That's actually really incredible. How does it handle? Just don't. I'm not gonna run away and leave my lovely purple crap over there. But I am just gonna have a little bit of a geek out in this one for a moment. So yeah, you just have to bear with me for that one. Pulls away quick. I'll give it that. Yeah, this is actually not that bad. But unfortunately, I do like my car. It's been with me a long time. I put it together myself. So I'm just going to take what I need. Like a door. I'll trade doors. How's that? Maybe I should give mine a good paint as well. Well, not a paint, a good wash. Get it all nice and shiny. I know I don't like shiny. But there we are. This back door here, that one doesn't match either. So we'll swap that one as well. Here you are, you can have these. These belong to you now. They're yours. Ooh. And I can get headlights, proper headlights as well. Oh, that's going to be fun as well. I just remembered then I had that bus headlight. There we are. Chug, 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 chug. You, please, can come with me. Oh. There we are. Where are we on the odometer? 1.8. Ooh, should I just take the other one with me and then swap it over when we get to the end? Which might be an idea. I will take you with me, even if I don't end up installing you straight away. Oh, I can put it in the glove box. I can get a glove box lid. Oh no, I can't because the glove box freaks the hell out when you try and put it in. Will that fit up on that? Will you fit up there? No, you're not going to fit in there. Oh well. But I can try. I can try. You, my dear friend, come with me. Ha 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 ha. I love it. Now will that fit up in there? Sort of. Sort of. Sort of. With that. Not quite. There we are. Close enough. That's right. I needed headlights, didn't I? You have to come out, unfortunately. I swear I had another hand on the front. I must be imagining things. You can come over here and go in there. And you... Will they go in that way as well? Or does it only go in the one way? No, it only goes in the one way, unfortunately. So that is the same as that one anyway, then. I didn't realise they had like left and rights for their headlights. Guess it makes sense. You can go in there, please. The doors are all done. Glove box is done. Anything else I need to steal? I mean, repair. Ooh, chunk. I think that's it for the moment. I really think that's it. Otherwise, you're all there. You're fine. Hubcaps are all fine. Tires are all fine. That's one thing I haven't seen yet. Is any form of mag wheels, which would be nice. Because even my Lotta had, you know, mag wheels. Aluminium. Hello, kitty. Doot. Yeah, even mine had these really groovy. I didn't appreciate them at the time, but now I'm older and I'm thinking about it. It's like, wow, they were really cool. And yeah, what in the world's going on up there? Oh, look, there's a bike up there. It's just one of those things you don't. Oh, purple. You don't realize until you're older. It's like, wow, that was actually really cool. Even though it was a garbage car, it wasn't actually. It was a really good car. I really miss it too. It's just one of those things. Let's go more Cadbury, shall we? More Cadbury. Let's go, what, 20% on these doors because they're new. Another 20% here. They don't quite match. And then what, 10% on the other panels? We'll go down to 40. Go down to 30. 20 now. And lucky last, another 10. Now we go yeet, shall we? Let's try that. Yeah, let's just yeet it now. Did it? And boo! Alright, Mr. Vaz. You've been such a nice car. Such pretty cars. You are ready for the next person who comes down this dusty road. Enjoy. It's all ready to go. Okay, and now we're going to head onwards. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. Ooh, I can see my fuel level. There's our first. And I'll admit it's not as fast off the line as the other one. Doesn't have that top speed as the Vaz engine had, the 1.3 litre Vaz. But she certainly flies. On a downhill, that is. She loves downhills, this motor. I do understand this is a torque motor rather than a horsepower motor. It's getting awfully warm too, especially for that bus radiator. I wouldn't have thought that was a thing, but I guess that's how she runs. So if I was at 157 or 155, we'll say, I need to get 205 for the 50, and then 30 more on top of that to get the 80. So it'll be 235 I want to get to today. So we'll just relax and enjoy the road, I think. I think I'm already running out of things to talk about, to be honest. I'm still looking to get a Skoda odometer. I think that would be pretty cool. Just because you do get that resettable trip meter. I did test it out, and it has a little dial on it. I've never noticed before, but it has a little dial on it. You just kind of rock. Eyes on the game, not on the OBS. So you do just kind of roll the button. You click on the little knob and then you roll it up and down with the mouse wheel, is it? Something like that. You do something with it, you can reset it. And that's how the one in my Lotta worked. It wasn't a press the button and it all rocks back to zero. It was you had to crank it around manually, which was pretty cool. Well, at the time I thought it was a bit annoying because I had to manually rotate. If I only did like 10 kilometers, I had to manually rotate 1,000. What is it? 10,000 kilometers to get it to go back to normal. Which didn't take long because it moved every column in one go. But it was still, I found a bit annoying. But it was just quirky, you know. Another thing about cars in the old days, they were all quirky. Nowadays, not so much. They're all kind of the same ABS nanny state blob that is a car. DOT approved and all that kind of fun stuff. ANCAP admissions and, you know, safety rating and all that. Back in the day, you had a skinny steering wheel, you died like a man. No airbags at all. Yeah. For a car from 93, it was so low tech. A manual choke on the carburetor. Dizzy. No proper ignition. No digital ignition. It was all a dizzy. It was awesome. which made it really easy to put the head rotted through when I had it. For a 10-year-old car to have the head rot through, that's pretty crazy. But we just pulled the head off another motor and away it went. Okay, it was actually a smaller motor as well. I had a 1.5 litre, and we pulled the head off a 1.3. So it was all right. I don't know if there was any difference between them apart from like maybe the bore like sleeved or something. Whether the heads were. Why do I always go this way? Should have gone the other side. Whether there's any difference between that, I didn't know, but it worked fine. If only it was rear-wheel drive. It was front-wheel drive, unfortunately. And I love to aquaplane. When you were coming in the rain from a speed, the front wheels would just slide. When you tried to slow down, it would aquaplane like crazy. But that's what I loved about the old cars. They're so simple. They're not simple anymore, you know. I've got the odometer clock from the instrument cluster from like a Holden Combo, which is basically a Holden Barina, with a box on the back. It's like a baby panel van, and just the instrument cluster. It's got data in and data out, and different speeds, and then it's got all the things like that. I just want the servos to move, and to do for that, I'm gonna have to learn how to do the CAN bus stuff. If you know anything about automotives or programming, or it's all serial and CAN bus and what is it, GM Cam or something? GM Can, because Holden is owned by General Motors now and things like that. It's all quite crazy, but I'm getting there slowly. I've ordered the parts I need within Australia, so it'll take 2 to 3 weeks to get here, considering it's only 5,000 kilometers away in the same country. So has anyone got any experience with programming in Unity? Because I've just picked up Unity because I wanted to see if I can work my own mods out for this game. And yeah, I'm just trying to wrap my head around Unity step by step. I've just started trying to do it. And the tutorial that they give you, the let's build your first game tutorial that they do. I picked the FPS because I thought it'd be more in common than a racing game. Although this is a mixture of them both. It is a first person. Not necessarily a shooter, but it's a first person and a driving game and a building game. So there's quite a few things going on there. But I'm just trying to get my head around it. Because yes, I keep talking about it, but I do want to make mods for this game of some description, you know, for my own enjoyment. Whether they're any good isn't something else. Maybe put some new guns in it. I would like to add a few more engines, even if it's just engines with no cars or anything like that. That'd be pretty cool. Or some cars with you know, what are they? Like body on frame construction rather than unibodies. Like most of these seem to be unibodies, because that way you could pull the, well, as the Americans call it, the front clip, I guess. You know, the side panels and the front core supports, and go for that hot rod look. 'Cause I love that hot rod look with the body, and then just an engine sitting on the frame with the radiator at the front. That would be pretty cool. But all these little cars here are, you know, unibody, or I don't even think they're semi-frame. I think it's called. I did study mechanics. I did a pre-apprenticeship in automotive. Something's loading. What have we got coming up? Did do a pre-apprenticeship. Oh, there's a bus dropped in. We're at a bus stop. Nothing here I need. But yeah, I did study automotive for a little bit, so I do know a little bit of what I'm saying. And I have always worked on my own vehicles, mainly because it's pretty expensive to get them done professionally, and considering the only difference between them doing it and me doing it is, oh, hello rabbit, they have different tools and a workshop, and I have a driveway and dirty old tools. And YouTube is a good teacher. So if you ever need to learn something, get on YouTube and look it up. I find all sorts of stuff that way. I spend a lot of time looking at stuff on YouTube. It's kind of why I've got my other channel, my main channel. Well, I kind of feel like this is my main channel now, but my other channel, and it's more about putting stuff back out there, information, or if I'm building something, my projects, stuff like that, which I really do enjoy. If it's reviews on products, rock. Oh. Let's just rest till morning. That's not what I want. That's the one I want. I seem to have noticed we're on a funny angle, so I think we've lost a wheel. Did I lose a headlight? Oh, there's a hubcap. Okay. Let's just have a quick look around. No, wheel's still there. Okay, we lost the hubcap. Headlights are still there. That's good. Radiator is still attached. Engine is still in there. So is that it? We just lost some hubcaps. 2 hubcaps, is that all? Oh, that's not too bad then. I was expecting to have lost everything. Got my dials. My radio's still in there. Let's get this. Oh boy. Oh boy. He looks like the Zorro, call me Pumpkin Man. I love that. Okay. That turned out better than I was expecting. And we're already down half a tank. So we'll just get things going again. Reposition my chair so I'm sliding around. Expecting that to come out a lot worse than it actually did. Well, we've almost done our 50k, so that's pretty impressive. Just another 33 to go. And I'm gonna go check out that water tower because I've driven past them. I've been to them long ago, but I haven't really checked them lately. And I'm pretty sure they're water towers, not like radar towers or satellite dishes or anything like that. But it might be something good to check out. At least it gives me something to explore. Otherwise, it's just me driving down the road for an hour and a half. When I remember to shift gears anyway. I don't like that. There we are. Hello, mister. You seem different than the other ones I remember. You might be the same. Maybe there's 2 kinds I'm thinking of. So I keep thinking there's some that had like a kind of the cylinder on top was a funny kind of almost a cone. It had like sloped sides coming down. What's this down here? Nothing up there. Nothing here. Nothing here. Anything on the outside? See, I don't even know what this is. It's like a fort of some kind, but I don't know. There's no way up there, is there? What's that white light there, anyway? Come on. Oh, where's my mouse gone now? Here we are. What is this over here? There's a light on a... Look, 100 litres of water. Just a tap of the light. So there is water here, 100 litres. Out of 10,000. So that's what I'm guessing it's a water tower. But I don't know. Without a way to fly up there and check it out, who knows? I don't have a broom with me. I don't drive with a broom. So maybe that's something to do next time I do get a broom. And I find one of these towers. I can check it out. my odometer, which I want to keep very safe, has fallen out of my... Ooh, I said keep safe, don't throw across the car. There we are. Let's keep that safe and aside, and we gotta go. And what are we... Oh, where are you? Where are you? Oh, look at him coming at me. Oh, you numpty. Absolute numpty. It'd be interesting if they started ripping chunks off your car, like pulling your bumpers off and stuff like that. Anyway, I digress. And we need to get a move on. Sorry, rabbit. Spin wheels and away we go. So I'm thinking of picking up BeamNG Drive. Simply because, like, it's another driving sim. And I like how you can build cars in automation and bring it across. So that's really interests me, that the whole building cars thing going on. But yeah, the whole building cars thing sounds fun to me. And I find that really interesting, and I'd actually like to try that. Yeah. While I just cough a lung up. Before I invest too much into more games, I have to start thinking about maybe investing some more into my computer. Because, I don't mind playing games at a lower frame rate, but it'd be nice to actually have a decent computer to run them all on. But there's lots of things I have to do before I think about, buying a better computer. Because that's a big investment sometimes. You can look at thousands and thousands of dollars to do up a computer. So that's something that might have to be on the back burner for a little bit. If they come up on a Steam sale, I'll pick them up, no worries. But straight up, not just yet. For whatever reason, I'm really in a big mood for driving games at the moment. I don't know, maybe it's the fact that I can't travel myself. Traveling for me, I never thought it'd be such a big thing, but over the last couple of years, it's really kind of... It's like a bug, it bites you, and then you've got to do it. Because the rest of the world is so much bigger than where you're from, your hometown. Like, I'm in my hometown still, and I have left it a few times. Never for longer than like a couple of months. There's still plenty of the world to see. It's amazing how big everything... Hello, rabbit. Hello, rock. How amazing it is out there to go see these things, especially on special occasions. Like, I would love to go back to Mexico and see the Day of the Dead. Well, it's actually a weekend, or 2 days, I should say. It's not a weekend. It's 2 days. I'd love to see that because I was there for Christmas, and they don't celebrate Christmas very much. It's not a thing. I know they're deeply religious over there. Very, very. Is it Christian they are? But they have a different spin on it compared to other countries. So they don't celebrate Christmas as much. They do go crazy for a New Year's Eve though. That was big that night. And yeah, so as I just die. And I'd like to see a lot more of Europe again. When I eventually do go back to England, there's something coming up. And I find there we are. And I do actually get back over there. I want to go see I want to go to Spain, and I want to see Italy and a few of the other places around the area. I want to go to Malta. Malta would be fun. I met a friend actually when I was in London, at like a rock club, and he said if I'm ever in Malta, because he's from Malta and he has a house over there, I can come and crash in his house, which was pretty cool. He has an apartment, which would be pretty fun, What are we looking for? Anything in particular? I just stop at these nowadays out of habit, I think. I don't really think I need anything. Maybe I should top up my diesel. But otherwise, I don't think there's anything in here I need. So let's just top myself up. Because at the moment, we're getting quite far. I thought I heard something. I thought I heard something. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, so even if you can just travel around, check out your neighboring states, territories, neighboring countries, anything you can share a border with, and from there, you can travel even further. Now we have a, what was that? I put one hand down for whatever reason. I'm single-handing this fuel canister. There's like, I've never been to Bali, and Bali is basically our holiday spot, I guess you'd say, Indonesia. I've never really found it that interesting to go to be honest, but it's one of the things I've never been to, so why not go if I get an opportunity to go back? My dad loves it, he's been there a few times. But I digress. We are trying to drive. Room. I keep looking at the back window thinking, do I have a split back window or something? No, it's those posts I put on the back. You numpty. And I would actually like to build my own H shifter. Just because this one here is really good. And I know a lot of people complain about how crisp it is and things like that, but I don't drive race cars. Like, for me, that feels like a more of a realistic feeling kind of H shift. It's not as clunky. The only problem I find with it is the throw on it is really short. After driving stuff like my truck, which had a gear shifter as long as your arm, you get used to having a long throw. I don't really drive cars with a short shift or anything like that. So I'm trying to work out if I make my own, I can put a longer shift on it. Still didn't stall out that time. But yeah, that's something I would like to look at doing maybe. But there's plenty of plans out there with how to make them and things like that on the old YouTubes and Thingiverse and things like that. So never feel that you can't do anything. If you have the determination to do it, make it. If you can't buy one of these for whatever reason, maybe the $200 or whatever it is. I think I paid $250 for mine, second hand, is too much for you. Honestly, $250 for there's something coming up, so I'll slow down, for a glorified game controller is a lot of money. At that point, it's more expensive than my graphics card, which is saying something. I don't have an amazing graphics card, but I have a decent enough one, I think. What in the world is this? This looks different. Oh no, it's the petrol station just from the side. I thought it looked weird for a moment. A white building? But no, it's just a petrol station. So yeah, if you build it then, as I was trying to say. No, I don't want ignition, I want... Yeah, I do actually. I don't really want to hang around here. There we are. Room. So yeah, like, never feel that you have to buy anything for the sake of buying something. If you can build it, go for it, If you're not interested in building it, well, buy it, I'm not saying everyone has to build stuff, but if you're like me and you actually like the challenge of building stuff, the satisfaction out of it, go for it. Like, at the moment, I'm trying to build a controller for video editing. I've had plans for it for a while, and I'm just waiting for some parts to rock up, and then I can start printing everything I need. And then I'm good to go. Then it's just a matter of programming it. Programming isn't that hard. It's just you look on the internet, and everyone goes on about, oh, programming is so hard, things like that. You know, to be honest, nowadays, if you need a code to do something, somebody's already done it. So you just have to go and copy and paste, and you might have to change a few variables to make things work right. But it is basically a game of copy and paste nowadays. Oh, that would make such a difference, having it on high beam. But that's what I've done with a lot of my coding projects. I've copied and pasted code, and I've edited stuff. I might have rolled 3 or 4 different codes together to make them work the way I want. But that's it. And I'd like to make a stream deck of some kind. So it makes it a little bit easier for me to activate my controls here. Because at the moment I am using the number pad keys on the sides to control my OBS. So I don't have to keep clicking out a game to do it. But to have the ability to change sounds on the go, things like that, that would be interesting. That would be... I'm all over the road. That's the thing I find from this view as well, that the steering response is a bit weird. Because we are further back, the camera doesn't respond as easily to the turn. It's like a little bit latent on the there's a bit of lag between turning the wheel and actually seeing the camera change. And because I'm not focused on the car, it kind of throws me a little bit. But yeah, I'm trying to build like a stream controller, I guess you'd call it, so I can control OBS without having to worry about my numpad keys. I don't use fancy things like scenes and things like that, but I do turn my camera on every now and again, and pause, stop, record, that kind of thing. Mute my microphone every time I have to have a cough. Yeah, the struggle is real at the moment. Keep it steady, steady, Ned, steady. We're getting there. But that's it, you know. A second ago, which way? You go the wrong way. Come outside, my friend. Come outside. We want you to go that way. We're going to make you into one of those echidna-looking mofos out of the Mad Max game, shall we? Even the movies had the echidna-looking mofos. So, here we are. Is there any more of those? Sunriser, wheel. What have we got? Empty, you're in my way. Nothing. A log farm. Another pumpkin. Oh, that's a hard one to choose. Another pumpkin. Because my frames are so awful at the moment. All right then, be that way. I thought we were friends. I guess not. The handbrake is on, right? No, it wasn't. There we are. Yeah. I've only got 10Ks to go, and I've completely forgot what I was talking about. So let's, there we are. Just floor it out of here. I haven't seen any more boats in a while, so hopefully we haven't gotten to an end of it. I've got to keep an eye out for rabbits. I always forget to keep an eye out for rabbits. So every time I jump out of the car, I get mauled. Which is no good, because I think I've died about 3 times to rabbits, something like that. They just come out of nowhere. I know definitely I've died once in this recording session. So I think I've done pretty well so far. Like, I haven't quite hit the 500k mark yet. Getting there. Not quite yet, but I'm getting there. but I have done, 70, probably 70 Ks now. So I think I've done pretty well. Like, I've only had one major crash, I'd say, just because I spun it and I went side on into something. I have lost 2 hubcaps though, so shame on me for losing 2 hubcaps. But yeah, we're getting there. I wonder when the next update is coming out for this game. They seem to be every month, every 2 months. The last one was about this time last month. So if they're going to drop one soon, hope the games are like still compatible. They should be, They're only doing minor updates and implementing new things. But that, yeah, I hope they take a lot more, add a lot more little functions to the game. Like they are quite active on the forums. They have a Discord, and they do seem to be quite active on that and on the Steam page. So every time I've asked questions on the Steam page, they usually get back to me within 24 hours. I know there's a time difference between where I am and where they are in Europe somewhere. Oh no, you don't, Rabbit. I'm just going to blow past you. There's never anything there I really need unless there's a vehicle. Whoa! I did not see that at all, and that startled the absolute hell out of me. There was a trailer right in the middle of the road. That was genuine startle there. Genuine. It's like when the rabbit scream. That startles me every time. So I get too busy talking my way down a rabbit hole, I should say. Focusing on what I'm talking about rather than what I'm actually playing. Like, I know I don't focus a lot on what the game is doing, but there's only so much I can say about driving in a straight line or avoiding rocks. I'm not one of these people who can just drum on about one thing for an hour. My mind just goes in all sorts of different directions. And it gives me a time to talk things out in my head, So playing these games and making these videos, it can be sort of therapeutic if you've got something to talk about, If there's something new, like, I don't talk very much. Because I've had no voice, I haven't really done much talking all week. I've tried to keep it to a minimum. So, and I can feel I've paid the price for it now. So being able to just spout dribble for an hour every couple of days is great. Good. It's good. It gets me the ability to get my ideas out and get my ideas down and things like that. It's like I have a notepad by my computer, so every time I get like a good idea or something, I'll squiggle it down. I like the old paper and pen approach. I love the feel of a nice pen as well. Just one of those things. You get a weighted pen. Oh, there's nothing nicer in the world, honestly. If you've never used a really nice pen, oh, you've got to. I know a lot of people are just like, it's just a pen, but is this something about them? It's like refined in some way. It's magic. There's something magical about having a nice pen. We got 231. Almost there, I think. Almost there. That's something I want to do on my next iteration of my Speedo, is put like some form of odometer on it. I know I don't have a way to export the speed, the actual game odometer out just yet. And there's probably a way in the future that's gonna happen. But I would like to have some sort of odometer. But when I'm playing like this, I don't have to think about how far I've gone. I can just look at the little clock. I know that's lazy, but it's a programming challenge. And to be honest, I have to look at the speedo because it's so bright and red. It makes it easy, but I have to look at it through my pop filter because my pop filter's in the way. Half my keyboard is covered by my pop filter, to be honest. Oh, we got another petrol station. We'll keep going. I'm gonna cough. Gonna die. Every time I have to cough, the whole car goes everywhere. Come back, come back. Because I have to kind of peer around my steering wheel and my filter and my microphone to find my keyboard, to find the right button. I just need a big flashing button that says mute. That's what I need. Well, that was good. That's where a stream deck would come in or something like that. I've seen ways of implementing MIDI controls into it, and if I can get MIDI to pass signals back and forth, I can get flashing lights and stuff like that, which would be good. A little bit of programming is involved, but that's kind of I like that kind of thing. It, you know, building something and actually having it work is top tier A1 success in my opinion. Even if it's only half jank, like this game, it's really jank, but I consider this a real success. You know, you can just, like now, just drive. You know, I'm not having any serious problems. Nothing is seriously clipping. I did have issues at the beginning with my car bouncing about and things banging and crashing and all that kind of jumbo. But that was like I guess a game mechanic. You know, my tires were shot. I had rubbish tires and I was trying to go too fast on rubbish tires. So right now I've got, you know, A 100% tires and I've got no issues. It's just smooth like butter. I got my foot to the floor doing 105 kilometers constantly because that's what this engine can do. Up and down hills, it's like smooth like butter. Am I down to half a tank again? I haven't seen any boats again. You know, I haven't really... my mouse has gone to sleep. Here we are. I haven't really gone looking for boats. But that's something I should really keep an eye out for, because I don't think I've got too much diesel left, to be honest. I do love this engine, and I'm quite happy just to chug along with it. Slow and steady and all that. But it would be nice to be able to fill it up at places, because I haven't seen any boats. The last one we saw I did fill up at. That was a little while ago now. Ideally I don't want to have to carry around like there's one of those towers again. Ideally I don't want to have to carry around too many jerry cans just to keep this motor going. Keep this motor running. That was alright. I seem to have pulled that one off. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to go left or right. I thought, oh, I'll go right, because that's my instinctive. Oh, why did it have to do that? I've just lost my my brand new door. My brand new door and my headlight. Oh, you bastards. Is everything else alright? I got one headlight still. See, that's what keeps happening to me. Something loaded somewhere, and it completely freaked me out. It just locked up. I don't see anything. What? Oh, I see you though. You coming or going? You're going, okay. There's a... What are you? What are you? I have no idea. What's that blue bar? Is that just a diddle petrol station? Oh, I lost my bumper. That's not cool. My back thing. Oh, that's no good. I do want to keep my post though. These things have to come with me. But following my own difficulty curve, I have to leave these parts on the side of the road. Because let's face it, in a crash like this, your hinges are going to go and fly everywhere. It's just, you know, it's a self-imposed difficulty curve because it's too easy just to grab stuff and, oh, I've lost this. Oh, look, I just have to pick it back up and put it back on. I'm sorry, lovely purple Cadbury bonnet boot lid. Sorry, my lovely brand new headlight. You must go as well. I'm sorry, my new driver's door. You must go as well. May the road gods take my offerings for safe driving. And here I was talking about how good my driving's been so long, with no issues going on. And it loads and freaks the hell out and crashes me. Where's my spray? I'll just deal with that while I'm here as well. I'll put away this gun as well, because it gets really confusing when you're trying to do stuff and the little icons aren't appearing. Spray. There we are. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. In you go, my friend. In you go, my friend. I can't actually remember too much more Spanish. I can count to 10. I've forgotten what 11 and 12 is, to be honest. Yeah, I don't remember too much of it, to be honest. Which is a shame, but it's such a lovely language. Let's go find out what that thing over there was, shall we? So this way? Where is it? It's right ahead of us, there we are. Just bang my microphone a little bit. So let's start that again. I just had a small coughing fit, so I had to stop for a moment. But yeah, I'm almost there. And I've noticed I've just hit my 240 kilometers. So I think I will actually be over my aimed goal. You're just a small petrol station, okay. The blue looked weird to me. So that's what made me think it was something new. Plus, there's still a building out there which I have not found, apparently. Gas I don't need. Here's a Lotta bumper. Oil I don't think I need. Bus tires I don't need. Mirrors, nothing here I need. Okay, let's go back to the road. On second thought, let's check how far I've actually travelled. I've actually travelled 506 kilometres now. So, I'm actually going to leave it here now. I've now done where I said I wanted to get to. I've done the 600k, 500k I should say. Okay, I've lost a door and a boot lid and a few other bits and bobs. But I did get a speedo, not the one I was looking for. But I did gain a few other bits. I had a complete car for about 20 minutes, which was lovely. I actually saw one of these out in the wild, which was great as well. But yes, I'm waffling again. So I'm just going to leave it here. This is Benny Bones. Oh, I'm Benny Bones. And this has been the long drive. With the Halloween update still going strong and true. If you like this game, go pick it up. You know, it's not too bad. It's $15 maybe. Well worth it. Like, I've been playing this game for 30 hours or something. I've got it clocked up on this. And for $15, you know, where are you going to find 30 hours of enjoyment for $15 nowadays? Yeah, it's jank as anything, but that's why I love it. You know, it's so quirky. But yes, I'm Benny Bones. This is The Long Drive. Go pick it up if you want to play it. Until next time, adios.